Today we present weekly Satsang from Akhand Gyan from the monthly magazine of Divya Jyoti Jagrati Sansthan, and it is inspired by His Holiness Shri Ashutosh Maharaj Ji. This article is taken from December 2010, and our today's topic is Beware, let not past hijack present. This is the philosophy of great saints and seers who explain to mankind the indispensable approach towards living. They're all well acquainted with the source of all our ailments and strike at the very key point at the right time. One of the most horrifying situations of our hospitals these days is that half of their beds are kept back for the people with nervous and psychological breakdowns, the people who have ruined their present because of amazed yesterdays and fearful tomorrows. The mental breakdown is the situation of dejection, which is the outcome of a crashed past and the feeling of anxiety for the unborn future. Both the situations are like pests, hollowing the whole personality of a being. Millions have been harassed by it. Our present is always hijacked by the past or the future. Thus, Romans had a word, carpe diem, meaning by enjoy the day. Do not scratch the memories of the past and don't be scared about the folded morrows. Live each day to its fullest. Make use of it to your maximum potentials. But according to the people, it sounds impractical when it comes to pragmatic grounds. They confess that it is hard to drain off from the brain the throbbing, painful, unhealthy memories of the past. That hurting film continues to run on their mind screen. Therefore, let us focus here on some of the very rational, miraculous, and fail-safe formulae on how to liberate ourselves from the clutches of appalling monster named past memories. Don't cry over the spilt milk. How many times have you come across this banal proverb? Of course, hundreds of times. But we could not strike the depths of it. Once the milk bottle rolls down and the whole milk spills into the basin, can you get that white fluid back? All tussling and hassling in the world cannot bring it back. Gone is gone. Past is history. If it cannot be rewinded, then why to brood over it? Now it is the time to write it off, and not to be bothered about what went before. Confer your best to the assignments you have in your hands right now. These most widespread adages and phrases are the upshots of some of the most significant experiences of great scholars and philosophers, and are handed over to us to assist our lives. If we apply them genuinely, we can turn our scars into stars. Why to saw the sawdust? Once a teacher was teaching in the class. Out of the blue, he raised a question to the young juveniles. How many of you have sawed the wood? And lo, lot many hands aren't straight up in the air. Their faces shine, eyes brighten up, and the feeling of pride and accomplishment. In a split second, another question was shot up. How many of you have sawed sawdust? At that time, no hands were visible. Instead, children were gazing at the teacher in amazement. It's obvious. How can you saw the sawdust, as it is already sawed? Our past comes across the same situation. It is the same as sawdust. No matter how much we saw it, cry or wail over the past, painful and awful experiences, we are just sweating hard to saw the sawdust. Nothing fruit-bearing or worthwhile can be carved out of it. Then why to waste our precious present because of the dreadful past that has gone? So don't look back, you will see the scary shadow in its place. Look forward, you will have a glimpse of the bright shiny sun. Don't give a bear hug. It was a wild forest. A group of men went for hunting. They pitched up a camp there and lit fire to have their mugs filled with the hot, sizzling coffee. They hung the coffee pot on fire, and by the time the coffee got prepared, they left for hunting. While they were away, a bear invaded their camp. It saw the coffee pot with fire lit underneath and a lid dancing on it because of steam. All that made the bear curious, and out of nosiness, it touched the pot. Within seconds, Burns oozed out all over its hind paws. Can you suggest how the mischievous bear would have retorted, must have run away, saved its life, and never ambled into the camp again? Isn't it? But sorry to say, no. Its automatic reaction was to give the pot a bear hug. Out of anger and rage, it held the hot, burning pot in its arm. The more it hugged the pot, the more it got burned. Who do you think the bear was? A stupid or an intelligent one? The answer is obvious for the situation. But are we also not sailing in the same boat? Instead of forgetting and overlooking the old hurtful memories, we clinch to them, attach ourselves to them for no reasons. We give them a bear hug of hatred and vengeance, thereby putting ourselves on fire from within. Hence, forget and forgive should be the mantra of a smooth, contented life. As all the automobiles are provided with shock absorbers to give us a smooth ride, our shock absorbers of life are forgetfulness and forgiveness. Use these absorbers and save yourself from the unpleasant jerks. Otherwise, we end up harming ourselves at all three levels: physical, mental, and spiritual. Don't replay a boring film. Before marching to the fore, just try to recall the most boring movie you have ever watched in your life. Done? Now ask yourself, if you wish to have watched this movie time again and again for full one day, okay, if somebody gives you $100, then what will be your answer? Oh, your instant reaction seems to be no, never. That third class boring movie, even if somebody offers me $1,000, I shall never go for it again. Very natural, but why? Why don't you wish to replay the most monotonous, mind-numbing movie you have ever watched? For that movie does not provide you happiness, enjoyment, excitement, even for a single second in your life. It is powerless to tickle your feel-good hormones, and thus you fold up your hands not to return that movie on your TV sets. Now the question arises, are your past, hurtful, painful memories better than this boring film? Surely not. Then why do you prefer playing it end to end on your mental screens? Why do you not provide your mind the healthy and motivational stuff rather than filling it with sorrowful past? Remember, don't let history to hang around yourself to such a degree that it blemishes your present. Rather, make the past your guiding step. Learn from failures, but forget them after that. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times while inventing an electric bulb, but he did not consider his attempts as futile. Instead, he learned from his mistakes and stood as a character of luminous, radiant yellow bulb. What a magnanimous outlook! In the words of Nelson Mandela, the greatest glory of living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time you fall. Hence, go for, never say die spirit. Cheer up and make mistakes your guiding wheel. Exercise the guidelines of the past to build up a strong present and future. When the Bastille in Paris was destroyed in 1789, the gigantic lumps of stones were reused to erect a magnificent bridge. Engineers of Paris didn't brood over destruction but thought of construction. Our past is similar to those blocks of stones. It can either imprison us and hamper our growth, or we can construct a bridge of lessons from it to lead a more fulfilled life. Thus, the negativities of past, like viruses in the computer, can hamper or even crash your progress at any time. It's high time to clean them, forget them, and never mind them for your own sake. Don't let your past hijack your valuable present. With this, I'm ending the words. To listen to more such articles, please subscribe to our monthly magazine Akhand Gyan, available in 3 languages: Hindi, English, and Punjabi. You can also subscribe to this monthly magazine by clicking on the link mentioned in the description box.
Thank you for listening to this enlightening reading on Akhand Gyan. On behalf of DJJS Jagrati Sansthan overseas, I now request you to sit in a comfortable posture. Close your eyes and concentrate on your breath. Inhale with a long and deep breath in, and exhale with a long and deep breath out. As you concentrate on the coming and going of your breath, please take these invaluable moments of peace to contemplate on the importance of the message that you just heard and how this lesson can be applied to your life today.
Shri Ashutosh Shri Om Shri Ashutoshaya Om Shri Ashutoshaya Namaha. Om